Hello, Gutner. I am over and I have arrived. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get started. So in today's video, I really want to talk about how disappointing, season 18 of RuPaul Drag Race has been. But before I even get into this season, I just feel like for the fandoms, like RuPaul Drag Race fandom in general, the Drag Race fandom deserves to give season 17 an apology because season 17 was actually good. It was a good season that I feel like everybody kind of crap on because they were newer queens. But I feel like at the end of the day, the newer queens were showing you how the new drag looks like in with the new, out with the old type of energy. Which season 18, I feel there are more older queens, but like a lot of their fashion is out to date. The first issue I'm having with the season is the bias, placements. Like some queens, sometimes I feel deserve to be at the top or they won, but they're safe or they're at the bottom. And I've noticed for Athena Dion, they have most definitely rigged a lot of times where Athena Dion should have been at the bottom, but they put her as safe. And I feel like the reason they are doing that for Athena Dion is because Athena Dion, history outside of Drag Race and the drag world in general. And I just feel like at the end of the day, you came on a competition show. If you do bad, you do bad. I feel like certain people did not deserve to be, bottom placement. For example, Mandy Mangos, I feel like a lot of times she did not deserve to be at the bottom. The first episode that she was on, did I care for her outfit like that? No, but I feel like it was safe. It was safe. I would have got a Balor or Athena Dion for the bottom part. I feel like their outfits were way 10 times worse than Mandy's Mangos. The second, the girl group challenge, Mandy Mangos was at the bottom with Didi Fuego. And honestly, I feel like both Didi Fuego or Mandy Mangos did not deserve the bottom, but Darlene and Athena Dion should have been at the bottom for that. So you see what I'm saying? It's like certain times where Athena Dion should have been at the bottom. They don't put her at the bottom. They put her as safe. And I hate I have to go after the Miami girls, but I gotta do what I gotta do as why I feel like this season's not doing what it's doing. I feel like no one's being truthful about Juicy's fashions because a lot of Juicy's looks, in my opinion, are way worse than Kenya Pleasers. It's like, what the fuck do you got on? Speaking of the Miami girls, I love Mia Star down. I love Kenya Pleaser down. But there was no reason that Mia Star should be gone. I don't give a fuck if she didn't have a storyline. None of the girls, in my opinion, really have a real storyline. And that's another thing. It's not really a direction on who's winning. It's like, yeah, Nene, that's it. But like everybody else, it's like it's not a real direction on who's gonna win the show. What bothers me about Kenya Pleaser is that Kenya Pleaser don't know the words. And I feel like this, Kenya, if you're not going to have the best looks, because again, like I said, I do not feel like Kenya has the worst looks. I feel if anyone's going to be honest, Juicy looks be so questionable. I'd be like, what the fuck did this we got on? But Kenya, I feel like this. If you're going to have crunchy ass looks, know the words to the song that you finna lip sync to. Because it's just like, what? Like Kenya Pleaser, Loki is still here is because Vita Von Teese got eliminated the last episode. And I feel like they did not want to get rid of all the black girls all at once and be like, damn, all the black girls gone, but all the Miami girls still here. The whole Miami dynasty is still here. But I just feel like at the end of the day, Wild Present, she didn't do good. Mia Star ate that song down, and that was her first time at the bottom versus Kenya Pleaser did horrible, and the track record is horrible. So she should have went home. And it's just like, if y'all finna play with our people's time, what's the point of watching the show? So I feel like next season, season 19, please make sure y'all continue to do like how y'all did on season 17 and 16 and cast about 3 to 4 black girls. So y'all don't have to go through this goddamn problem. Ballard Blush went home too soon. She was the villain of the season. She was the drama, and y'all got rid of her. I thought that was weird. Mandy Mangos, to be honest, should still have been here. Didi Fuego should have been the second out, not the first out. And Darlene is... Let me get into Darlene real quick. Darlene is sweet, okay? Sweetheart down. I think she looks the best outside of drag. However, I'm gonna have to be rude. Darlene should have been one of the first outs. She stayed too long. Just like I feel like Athena Dion stayed too long, just like I feel like Kenya Pleaser stayed too long. Darlene should have been the first five out, at least. Discord Adam, I wasn't feeling her at first. Like the first episode, I really just wasn't feeling her. But over time, I grown to love her. With that being said, I feel like Discord Adam was robbed out of some placements, either aiming high or winning, especially Snatch Game. She should have won that. Another issue I am having with this season is the song choices. How are you casting older queens, but you're playing younger music? Like what? And I feel like majority of the music was catered to just in case Juicy's at the bottom or Kenya's at the bottom and they slay it. And I feel like that's not fair. That is not fair at all. I really feel like that ain't fair at all, and that ain't right. I hate how Jane don't get the support like the other girls do. And I feel like the reason why Jane don't get the support like the other girls do is because, you know, how the season plays out. I'm not going to really say much, but that's just all I'm going to say right now. I feel the fans should be like, oh, Jane don't should be winning. Jane don't for the win. Jane don't is winning this season. You don't see that a lot online. And I feel like the reason why is because, you know, the spoilers. I also feel like if they were going to rig Mia Star going home, they should have put Mia Star against Vita Bontis. They should have had them two go against each other, and then y'all could have sent Mia Star home then. Even if Mia did win, at least Vita would have been. It would have made more sense for Vita to get rigged than a Kenya Pleaser. But again, like I said, they put Juicy at the bottom against Vita Bontis because guess what? Majority of the songs this season is catered towards who? Juicy. And that's not fair because a lip sync assassin can lip sync to any damn genre song, not just pop. And speaking of my black queens, Vita Von and Kenya Pleaser, I don't like the treatment that the fans were giving them. Like, I feel like everybody was turning on Vita Von because Vita Von put, like, Mikey at the bottom. I mean, if that's how she felt, that's how the fuck she felt. What are we going to do about that? Stop whining about it. Then as for the Ballard Blood situation, I mean, I would have thought the same thing. I would have thought she faded because she was going to be out the bottom. I would have thought the same thing. I'm going to be real, but it wasn't just Vita Von that thought that. Mia Star thought the same goddamn thing, and I saw the fans didn't go after her. Like, it's really weird and biased how the fans be towards the black queens, but the non-black queens, it's like, oh, they get a pass. Like Darlene looks, some of Darlene's looks, I'd be like, what the fuck do she got on? But what do I see in the comments? Oh, I love Darlene. Darlene can do no wrong in my eyes. Oh, Darlene. I'm going to give Darlene a pass. Darlene didn't mean it. What? So that's my thoughts on this first half of the season of RuPaul Drag Race Season 18. Honestly, we're going to see how this play out. I'm really not. I really don't care to watch anymore, but I'm gonna try to continue to watch to see how everything plays out. But like I said, I enjoy season 17 way better than I enjoyed season 18. I feel like a lot of the girls in season 18, like I said, are overstaying, and some left too soon. Like Amanda Mango should have still been here. Avita Von T should have still been here. Mia Star should have still been here. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be honest. The girls I felt who should have been gone and been like kind of the first outs were a Athena Dion, a Darlene, a Kenya Pleaser, maybe a Juicy. But yeah, that's really how I feel about this season so far. Comment down below how you feel about season 18. What did you think? Where's your thoughts on this season so far, and who do you think is gonna win? All right, I'm over. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Bye.